Welcome back to Brews with the Homies. This is your host, Brews with D. Bro. On this episode, it's the same four people it's been forever. Heron's making his appearance back. How was the concert? Was it fun?
Dope.
It was pretty dope.
Concert's always great.
That's always good.
Oh.
So, this week, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that's happened. There's a lot of good beer in front of us. So, before we jump into all the interesting conversations, what's the first one we're going for today, fellas? What's the first beer?
Let's go Barleywine.
Okay.
We have to. So
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
we'll go for it. So start this episode. We're going straight into it. We're gonna go with Horus.
the Horus.
Right here.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Barleywine with Blanton's bourbon barrel aged barley wine, no adjuncts, Rime of the ancient Maris. And it's a little otter guy right here. Has a nice little caramely kind of color to it. Cheers, boys. Let's try this. I'm excited.
And when Joseph said right here, we're actually on YouTube now. So you
Yes.
can find us at Brews with the Homies. And when you find us, you'll see this video and you'll see our lovely mugs.
Yes, sir.
And you can subscribe and like if you want.
Yeah, comment what you want us to drink, all that fun
And
stuff.
hit that bell.
Cheers again, and let's go.
Body.
Wow, that's a nice body to it. Great taste for no adjuncts. Like, I'm getting
That's
like caramel, sweet.
It reminds me of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a sweet.
But it was smooth though.
It was really smooth.
Yeah, for a bourbon barrel age,
Oh,
like you
yeah.
don't get a lot of heat, but that's where you're getting all the flavor. That's what's crazy about those. You get so much flavor from it, and Blanton's is known for not being as strong too, I believe.
Can I tell you, for a barley wine, this is like a good one to like get back into the barley wine.
Oh,
scene,
yeah.
fellas.
It's been a while.
It's
I feel
been a
like.
real while. I feel like the last time we had it was at the 420 event when they busted out one of them.
Also the roast, dude.
No, the roast.
The
That's what I
roast,
mean.
yeah.
Sorry, the roast. And I think we should go back into some barley wine.
Yeah,
So what do you
hopefully we
think,
can get
fellas?
some more because it's so delicious. We have one more from the box. The box actually right behind us, right there.
Right
So-
above James's head.
Yeah. So, yeah, excited to try that one. That one's gonna be a little bit different. That's gonna have an adjunct, but we'll probably do that in another episode.
Yeah.
So
So,
let's
for our listeners or watchers or viewers, you can finally see the podcast room that JB and I have always been talking about and everything. So, behind us, we have some tackers. We have a lot of monkish can art that we've collected.
Yes, sir.
On this side, we still got some more on my left side here.
Some
we
of our
have-
favorite beers, Adios Ghosts up there, Fit-ins, an Electric Collab, Longest Barrel Ride from Horus. We got some like Vegas Golden Knights, Penguins, Star Wars stuff. On Dustin's side,
You have the catch and release. You have the beer that reminds me of Hulk Hogan. I got my Denver Broncos, the Golden Knights up there. You got some Golden Knight bobbleheads, courtesy to some from James. Thank you, James.
You got it, buddy.
Joseph got a exclusive Beer Zombies hat. That is
It's
what,
like a
one of one?
Yeah, one of one sample orange. It has a stamp of the BZ Bottle Shop that none of the hats have yet, but they're working on it, so that'll be a cool addition to the hats.
Yeah, so for you guys that are watching on YouTube, please come by, check it out. Tell us what you see, what you like. We're probably going to change the shelves up every once in a while to just keep you
it
guys
fresh,
on your
you know?
toes and fresh. And same with the tackers. We might get some more tackers and swap them out. So you'll see what we're probably feeling in that time frame. I think that's going to be cool to kind of look back at and see like, oh shit, we had all that stuff on there. I remember when I was into that. And then, yeah, it's wow. But
Got to switch it up to the event that was recently.
yes, I was just about to ask you about that.
Food pairings, it kind of went perfect because we didn't plan it to be like that episode and then the food pairing right after, but it worked perfectly. So we went right into the bacon and beer with Ryan. Shout out to you for hosting a great event. I love that it was a switch up from like just the flights there. I'll let Heron go first on this one and give his thoughts about the bacon, the flight. What did you think of everything?
Yeah. So I've never had candied bacon before. I've never had any bacon that I haven't thrown on either a pan or into the oven. Because the oven is the way to make bacon. Yeah. I didn't know this until I got educated. But bacon always in the oven, cooks perfectly even every single time. It just takes, I don't know, a while. Yeah. 20 minutes plus or whatever.
Wow.
But worth it. But yeah, this bacon, super thick cut, and I guess tons of flavor. You know, hot Cheeto was one of them.
Yeah, hot Cheeto.
Garlic something, which was like a good favorite of ours.
Lemon garlic, the regular garlic.
No, lemon pepper chicken, and then no, lemon pepper, not lemon pepper.
That'll be an inside joke that if you ever meet us in person, we'll explain to you. Not right now, but
lemon pepper, and then garlic something.
Lemon garlic. There we go. Lemon garlic, and then the lemon pepper, and then the candied one.
Yeah.
So great flavors on the flight. Heron, what was your favorite pairing? Because I know we were going back and forth about it. I liked 2 of the 4 really, like the flavors, how they paired with the bacon, but then we thought 2 could have been swapped out with another beer or paired differently. So I'll let you take the floor.
You know what? My favorite pairing, Duck Hunter, is just solid. Like, it's straight up a solid beer. It paired well with what they paired it with, which was the lemon pepper.
Yes.
And then it also paired really well, I think even better, with the garlic one. I really enjoyed that.
That
the flavors played real good.
Just, I don't know how to describe it. It was like almost like a garlic parmesan, but just not cheesy. Like, just all the garlic was there, but then you got like a hint of bacon. So when you paired it with the beer, it just was a nice kind of, like when you have beer, you get like the flavors as it progresses in your mouth. We talked about it as you kind of retronasal, like when you breathe out. Like with the bacon, as I like to have a piece of bacon, then drink it, and then I even had like the bacon held in my mouth, drank some, let it like kind of get all the flavors, and then see the difference. And I like how they paired. My favorite pairing was the candied bacon with that stout. It was from Short Throw and Tripping Animals collab. Tons of flavor. You know, you got basically that candied, it kind of almost reminded me of like a churro for some reason, just like a very sweet, candied, delicious taste that paired well with the stout. And just because we did our pairing, you guys came up with that brilliant like ice cream pairing that tasted so good. So it
shout out to us.
Yep, kind of reminded me of that, like just a nice sweet dessert vibe. So enjoyed that a ton. But yeah, a great event, Ryan. Shout out again. Just hopefully we can see more events like that. I hope everyone else enjoyed it, and we'll be looking to do more food pairings, especially on here, and to talk about it in the future. Me and Heron held it down. He brought his brother. I brought Gloriana, my girlfriend. So they enjoyed it too. Gloriana thought that it was a unique event. She does not like bacon. I know, controversy. You know, how does someone not like bacon? But you know, there's some people out there, vegetarians, but she was very surprised. She loved 2 of the pairings, kind of like us, same flavors, but she thought it went overall very well. Even the hot Cheeto, which wasn't my favorite, she still enjoyed it and thought it was a cool one to bring people in. So it was nice to get everyone's perspective. I think your brother shared with someone that he brought too.
Oh, yeah.
They seemed to enjoy it. I thought it was a cool thing for them because they're not into beer as much. So
to see them chugging, dude.
Yeah, they're like, give me this bacon and just chug it. So it was cool for them to enjoy it and try something that they probably wouldn't do on their own. So
that's cool. That is super cool. So I have a dumb question for you guys. After we have this beer, I want your guys' answer.
Okay.
What should we do for my birthday?
That was dumb.
We'll leave it like that. Let you sit on it. JB, what's the next beer?
So shout out to Zach, Vegas Maze, for bringing us some Pure Project Try. We were at the shop. He got to meet my parents. We were shooting the shit, drinking beer. I gave him Triple Jasper. He got to try it, so I'm glad you loved it, man. You understood why I enjoyed it. So thank you for giving us some Pure Project beers to try. So I wanted to, of course, put it on the podcast because this one he shared in the shop with us. It was fantastic. It was so good. So I wanted to bring it on the podcast, and he gave it to us. So cheers to you, man. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
And this one's from Pure Project and Outer Range. We already like Outer Range. You know, Matt kind of, I think, introduced us to them a little bit more, and we were drinking them. So this one is going to be that collab with them. I think they're French inspired. So like they use some French hops in here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow, that's delicious.
You already took a sip?
You guys.
I was like, wow, how are you already there?
You guys cheers.
You didn't fuck up this time. I'm proud of you.
You guys cheers.
Just taking forever.
You guys took forever. Come on now. See, you can't call it. You pulled a D-bro now, so.
All right, James, you're gonna lead us off on this one because I think this is something that you would really enjoy.
I do really enjoy it.
So, why do you enjoy it?
It's smooth. It's not the bitter. Is it? I'm sure it's an IPA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just really good. I like it a lot.
What do you think the percentage is before I announce? Like what range?
I say 7.3.
Pretty close. It's 8.5. So what I would describe on that,
I was at 8.4. I was like.
The cool thing about that is I like your answer because it shows that it hides that like 8.5 very well. It's super smooth for a murky. You know, they can kind of tell it's hard to see through, but it's a nice body. It's like rich, it almost creamy, but it still has like a little bitterness on the front. Like you're reminded that there's hops there, but it smooths out. It's not a lingering bitterness. You really get to enjoy it. So, Dustin, you were thinking it was like an 8.4. So like, why did you think that? What do you enjoy about it? What are your thoughts?
It's a hazy. So my thought with the hazy is automatically above a 6.
Okay.
So if you're above a 6, you're at that range.
Yeah.
And depending on how sharp the taste is depends on my ideology of beer ranking is like the highest it could be is 3, like extra 3 points, right? Mm-hmm. So this one feels like the flavor is still very sharp and it's still very fresh. So I was like, okay, this is something that's higher. So I just gravitated towards that.
Yeah, and speaking of fresh, I'm pretty sure this was released pretty recently. 4/26.
4/20. Wow.
So I mean, that's only what, like 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah. What was it called again? Houblon Deluxe or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
cool. I know I forgot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I do gotta ask James.
What's up?
Your famous ranking.
You know, we have to ask.
We have to ask.
Take the hat off, good.
No, it's more than that. I'd say the shirt and bottom.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
Well, the folks want to see.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
No,
want
that's
that.
on my OnlyFans. So you want to subscribe to that?
Nice. So my next question for you guys is, what should I do for my birthday?
So,
golf.
Well,
golf and
that's
beer.
Already,
I mean,
that's already the essentials to the birthday.
That's already essentials, but I'm talking about like, what are we doing?
We gotta go to the bottle shop, you know, invite everyone that listens, you know, do a big ass share again, you know. I had my share, so it's only fair that we could get you set up and do a nice little share.
Okay.
So we'll golf and then go straight to the share.
No, not straight.
I know.
No, we're not doing this.
Hey.
Well, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that yesterday.
I need a nap, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
so,
a baby.
Hour nap.
Go get changed, take a shower, take a nap,
Not
and
too
then
late,
in the
though.
evening,
Not too late though, because you know, if we're golfing and you know, I plan on drinking.
Yes. So we'll
especially
make
on
it
my
work.
birthday. We'll make it a repeat of
Yeah.
what happened at Barleywine.
Yeah, so we'll go in the morning, take that middle of the day break, and then do a bottle share. So we'll announce that within the next week. We'll get something planned. I'll make a flyer, and we'll get that out to you guys because it'll be a fun time.
I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and we still have some good stuff to share. So, I'm
good
sure
stuff. We got great stuff to share.
You know, Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. Hey, speaking about Tony the Tiger. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
We're
ready.
both like leaning in, like, what do you mean?
I was gonna say something about Jerpavelli, but like I couldn't think of something.
Is there a course you would like to play?
See, that's the issue. See, my thing is I want to golf somewhere that we haven't like all golfed at before. So
what I'll probably try to do is I'll try to have my contacts, and I think, you know, since I'm the June 8th before you in 4 days. 4 days. I didn't think about it. I couldn't do math right there for a second.
Ooh.
But yeah, 8th and 12th.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get us on Cascada.
Oh.
Wait,
I better practice, dude. I better practice.
I'll try. If not, I'll try like maybe TPC, like Summerlin or Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. Oh well.
Scott,
man.
hey, please, if you're a golf fan, you'll know.
Man, I can't stop smiling.
No drinking on the course then. You gotta be serious.
Full focus. We'll get fucked up
The
later.
Shadow Creek Junior is what I call it. Really,
it's beautiful
okay.
horse. Yeah.
I like
incredible.
that. I like that. So I do. We got James' famous rating done, right?
Yeah.
Now we got the group's famous rating. For those guys that are new, our famous rating is how many cans would you buy?
Yeah.
And there's what did we say the limit was? The limit was there was none.
I don't think there was.
All right, so there's no
like
limit.
A truckload or something.
Yeah.
As many as you can get your.
A keg? Would a keg be the limit?
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll
that's
say-
kind of a lot. Like,
That
you
is
can't
a
down
lot,
a whole
yeah.
lot of beers. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
here, someone asked this at the shop, and I want to ask you guys because I think we've maybe talked about it before. I don't think we've ever talked about it on the podcast, but it's a question that made me really think, and I was dying on this hill because Matt was like, "You don't want to die on this hill, like you're wrong," and I'm like, "I know what my favorite beer of all time is. I would die on this hill." Triple Jasper. If you're on an island, you have one beer to drink. Speaking of islands, shout out to Blue. At some point, we're gonna, wash up ashore and hopefully visit him. Or
Okay.
he's gonna find us. We'll go to that. But what would you drink for the rest of your life, basically, if you had one option? I think we know yours.
No, we already talked about this. We did this a couple episodes ago.
I never
I
said
don't
the
think
one.
so.
No, we never said like the exact.
We said
talked about our favorite.
We talked.
but
Isn't
it's different.
that your favorite? The one that you would want to have?
No, because
no,
there's a difference between like drinking all the time. So Matt was arguing this with me.
it's the only beer you could ever have.
Ever again. So like even though you think it's your favorite, 'cause you have like how would you like Coors Light? I would think would be yours because you could just drink that forever. Like you would never get sick of it, right?
No, but that's basic.
Yeah. So
See,
would
but-
you want a basic or would you want a craft beer? Because some people would argue they'd rather just have even if they're into craft beer, like just a basic beer. for the rest of their life.
Montucky, maybe? You know?
Yeah, some people would
Montucky
argue
might be solid,
Montucky's
yeah.
theirs.
All right.
So
I see where you're
yeah,
going.
like because I know we've talked about our favorites, but what would you do, James? While Dustin's pondering
I'm
this.
contemplating life decisions.
No.
now.
I agreed with what you were saying.
There's a couple
of
on the
course.
list there.
Yeah. All right. So
Trying to
just
think.
name a couple off, or just ones that you would think.
One of them would be Nova Brazil Pool
Okay.
Party.
Pool party. That's the
You and I
OG
have a
for me.
connection to
That's
that.
really good.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Not too big of like a body or even, but like all the flavor.
Yeah. What's
like,
the backstory on that for people that don't know? Because I know we never really talked about that. Like, what's special about that beer? For you
That
guys?
was the first beer that I had at the brewery there, and I was like, "Oh, that looks good." And he's like, "Yeah, that looks great too." And that's basically how it started. And we got a flight of it, and then it turned into a full pour for me, to which turned into a growler, a 64-ounce baby.
super good. And he downed it while doing homework.
I downed it and the entire day.
Yeah.
The next
It's
day.
like,
I literally looked in the fridge and like, "Bro, you finished that already?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess I did." I was being so. It was like my study breaks. Really, it'd be like about half an hour of studying and then 15 minutes. I'd pour it again and then like another half an hour, 15 minutes. Oh, my bottle's empty. I pour it again. So
That's great.
Until it was
That's
gone.
really great, actually.
yeah.
So, I
I was feeling pretty good. Just yeah.
I narrowed it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. There we go.
You can't go wrong with what Heron was saying. You can't go wrong with the Montucky, right?
No.
You also can't go wrong without a Horus.
Yeah.
But then I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, well, Montucky Horus kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, why don't I just do something a little bit different? Then I started thinking about this guy right
Yeah.
here, and
Houblon Deluxe.
I was like, I think I could drink that.
Yeah.
And now, like, that's my conundrum. But I'm gonna stick with my true and blue mountains.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame you. Well, Heron, what was yours? Because I don't think I ever got your solid answer on this.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. So, like, do I go with, like, a Mexican lager where I can make, like, a michelada or something? Or do I just straight up go with, like, my all-time favorite super light beer, which is, like, a Schwartz beer, a dark lager.
Wasn't it Sell the Pig? Or
Buy the Pig, Sell the Valleys.
Yeah, don't flip
I mean, I'm
those
sure.
shit.
I mean, it's property related, too, so it's kind of cute.
Yeah, it, like, works for you.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between those two, but if I were to go for something that I'm not going to mix, 100% a Schwartz beer, dark lager, like that kind of, yeah. Yeah. Or a saison. I don't know. No, actually, a saison's too acidic. No.
Yeah,
Short's
I
good.
think you would
Short's
get
good.
Oh yeah, I stay, and then I still stick with mine. Triple Jasper, easy, juicy, doesn't taste like 10%. I fucking spent $20 a can. You know the drill. I fucking shared it with everyone. Everyone loved it. Gonna die on that hill. All right, let's have this fucking third beer.
Real quick.
Okay.
So everyone did a craft beer besides you.
Yeah.
So I want to do for the three of us. What would be the one that's like a big name beer?
Fucking Coors Light. I'm gonna die on this
Coors?
hill with Dustin,
Okay,
baby. We're
alright.
gonna go Coors Light. baby.
Mine would be Blue Moon. I would do Blue Moon.
I don't blame you because I used
Blue
to
Moon with an
love
orange. I had to have an
Blue Moon?
orange with
Okay.
it. So
You know what?
100% agree with you, but me and him, when we've golfed, we've shotgunned so many Coors Lights. I mean, can't go wrong.
You know what I'm
yours.
very impressed at?
Okay.
My granddad Heron.
the second?
No, the
No.
first.
Oh, it's the first. Sorry, it is
Yeah,
the first.
yeah.
Yeah,
my
my fault.
dad is junior.
Yeah.
So the only beer he would ever drink is Budweiser. And I think I had a Budweiser for the first time maybe like 5 years ago. I was like, hey, you know what? This is actually pretty good. That's before I drank, a billion different freaking beers.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
And now when I go back to
It hits home for you.
I'm
You
just
got a
like,
good
you
memory
know
about
what?
it.
Like this is insane. Like I wasn't old enough to drink while he was still here on Earth.
Yeah.
Like
So
but
it's
when
like-
I had it, I'm just like, dude, this is actually really good. I can see why this man drank this beer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Budweiser for big beer.
Are you
Okay,
sure it's
cool.
not a Heineken?
Heineken was my first beer ever that
Oh
I
my
had. I think you might have been there too. Or,
Oh,
you know what?
no.
It was with our friends, and it
I will
tasted
never
like
forget
ass,
that.
dude.
That's a story for like next episode or
Okay,
something.
yeah,
Fuck that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely
Holy
save that.
smokes,
So
dude.
Yeah.
let's get this third beer in
Yeah,
brought
for
up,
sure.
and
Yeah.
I have a question for the group because I don't know if you guys noticed it or not.
Okay, interesting. All right, so last beer, it's right by Heron over there. If you're watching, if
Over
not,
there.
Okay, to the right. Sorry, Cap'n Kooks. So this is from Other Half Brewing with fuck, God, I'm terrible. I don't know why I always mess up their name.
Who?
Right
Other
there.
half and what? Oh, Omnipollo?
Yes,
Yeah,
there you go. 'Cause
okay.
I always want to like do the tongue.
Wow.
So I'm gonna I
Oh,
just
yeah,
fuck it up every
onomatopoeia.
time. Yeah, there you go. That's what I always do. And I'm like, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's
But
funny.
that one, I just got in a trade because like this guy was just trying to get rid of some of his backlog. So I was like, this one seems like something Dustin would like. Sticky Boys vibes. So I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Doug, you making me miss Ryan.
I know. We'll get him back on. He does want to come back on. It will be soon, so we'll make
It
that
will
happen.
be very sticky.
Yeah, it'll be very sticky, yes. So this one, rum barrel aged pirate themed version of Cookie Cooks. So it's gonna be aged 18 month in rum barrels, conditioned on banana, coconut, Cap'n Crunch, marshmallow, mateys, pretzel, potato chips, cocoa nibs, coffee, vanilla, cinnamon, and milk sugar.
This
So if
sounds
you're
like-
talking about sticky boys, that is all the sugar that you
Holy
can get, baby.
Pretzels?
There's
Holy Santa
everything.
Claus shit is what I can say. to that
All right,
one.
well,
Alright.
let's go ahead and cheers.
They were
this.
like, if you could fit it in this beer, we're putting it in it.
James, don't drink the loogie.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, no,
no,
that
no.
was the other one.
I did a great job. I was trying to like not laugh in a couple of them, but yeah, it's good. I avoided it.
All right. What the hell? I just get a lot of pretzel out of that.
Dude, the smell of it is interesting too, because get like a little bit of like a chocolate banana.
I get a little bit of banana, but it's for me it's mostly chocolate. I don't really get too much after that. That's just my taste buds.
I feel like I get.
Is there coconut in this?
Yes,
Yeah,
there
there
is.
is coconut.
That's all I taste is coconut.
We're all getting different flavors. This is interesting.
Well, I mean,
I
when you
definitely get-
have a beer that has
all that shit.
all
I mean-
what you described, I'm pretty sure you'll get that.
I definitely get like chocolate and like the malty stuff, but like it's coming off really like kind of salty for me in a way.
It is like
yeah, salty.
I want to say sweet at first, but then it's just like it's
It's
salty.
like a salted caramel kind of like dessert, you know? You're
Yeah.
just like, I'm not a big fan of like salted caramel or really like salt flakes on like cookies or anything.
Okay.
So like it really just kind of like that gets home. I mean, maybe it's just my palate not being as aged and beautiful as everyone else is, but yeah, I noticed that for sure.
On Untapped, I follow a couple people 'cause, like from trading and stuff. One of the reviews, he said, too much rum and not enough other adjuncts, and I'm like, holy man, there is more than enough. But he was like, slight banana and cocoa, that's it. Other guy said rum. I'm definitely getting rum out of this. And so it's fun to see what other people put, because I feel like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
But the flavors aren't like creating anything like distinct enough to be like wow. But if someone likes like a salted caramel, salted sweetness, I think this is like a great beer for them. I'm glad we tried it. I definitely enjoy it, but would I get it again? Would I want to like go back to it? I'm glad I shared it with you guys.
Yeah.
It's a good sharing beer.
There's no way you could down this. If you can down this yourself, I'll pay you like $20, dude. Like this is insane.
That'd be the easiest $20 I ever made.
Yeah.
So, fellas, Heron sent this in the group chat earlier, and I'm glad that you sent it because this is definitely something that we should be talking about. This is actually like a core memory of ours, and it's kind of sad that it's going away, but it's on to better things for them. So the news breaks that Modern Times is no more. Modern Times is changing its name, fellas.
Well, wait. No, they just bought the thing. They're renting the old Modern Times LA location.
They're just renting it?
Yeah. Because this is the bar that Beer Zombies competes at with other breweries out in California for like the best beer or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Native Son.
Yeah.
So like Heron, since you sent it, like what's kind of the rundown? Because I didn't get the time to check this out yet because we were golfing, getting ready for the pod. So like,
yeah, they basically paid like I don't know, homage, or was just respecting like, hey, Modern Times, we've been following you. You guys are awesome. We're gonna basically take over the location that you guys occupied for some time out in LA, and Native Son is gonna go ahead and just occupy that downtown location, which is a prime location, very beautiful.
Yeah. So like it's like the pass on. So like that's like
it's the
more
pass
of,
on.
like the passing on of like it's almost like a tradition type thing, like like a I don't know what the best way to describe it, but like just passing the torch. There we go. That's the perfect way to describe it.
Passing of the torch.
Which is cool. Like you want to see that because I know, hey, Modern Times has had their struggles. They've had their controversies. They're trying to clean everything up and move in the right direction. But hey, with COVID, everything that happened, the things in their company, you got to make sacrifice. You got to make change, and this will allow another company to have an opportunity, another great brewery to like showcase, to do things that are incredible in the beer scene. So at least it's giving the respect and like passing on a great location to somebody that could take full advantage. So it's great to see that. And
so my question is to you guys, what if nobody followed this social media post, right? They think they're going to Modern Times and it's another brewery. Like, how mindfuck do you think that person's going to be?
That'd be awesome.
I think
would
that'd
get
be
beer
cool.
regardless.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
No, like they go there and they're like, oh, this is Modern Times, and they're like, oh no, it's not. This is like Native Son now, and like.
I think it would be a cool learning opportunity, especially for people that, if not to say Modern Times is like that bigger brand, I think they were and still are a bigger name brand that people would recognize. So it would be kind of a cool educational moment, a cool opportunity for a great bartender. We've had great people on here that explain beer, showcase what it's all about, and I think they would do a great job of being like, you know what, we totally understand, like, you were expecting this, but this is why we took over, this is what we plan to do, and there is great beer here, and we're going to find the best beer for you. So that's what it's all about, and if they could do that, then they're going to gain new customer, a new friend, and be able to pass it on. Yeah, that's what's great.
I'm excited. I mean, we definitely got to go down there and check it out once they get it all over.
Yeah, so hopefully we got something in the works for June. This guy and I, like late June, hopefully we'll be able to visit a new location. So we're crossing our fingers that we'll maybe go down to Arizona and be able to check out Wren House and a few other places. So if that does happen, we'll have some Arizona beers here on the podcast, and we'll be able to try Wren House because they did a collab at North Park recently. We've been having that at the shop. Delicious. They have some great places out there. When my boss went, he brought some stuff back. So excited to kind of branch out. It's been a while since we branched out. We always go to California, so it'd be nice to talk to you guys about something else. Hopefully, at some point this year, we could get, we talked about it before, kind of that Colorado scene, get your brother out to talk about.
Oh,
New
yeah.
Belgium and all that.
That's in the works with talking to him about New Belgium, talking about big beer versus independent. I think we're going to revisit that topic here soon.
So, yeah, we got a lot of great things coming up.
Hopefully I can bring some shit back from Ohio.
Yeah, when you go to the Los Angeles. Oh, man. I'm sure you can. Hey, remember what we talked about? He's going to send some empty collectibles through USPS. And then,
no, not through them. Come on.
That's the best way to do it, baby.
You give them too much credit.
The only legal way is to do it through UPS. What are you talking about? Or FedEx.
That's what I'm saying. We're sending empty collectibles. He's gonna send us the cans and bottles that I'm
gonna be the beer mule.
Yeah, he's gonna be the beer mule. So we'll do it in every legal way that we possibly can.
Yes, legal. That's the key word here. Legal.
Everybody does it legally. That's what we do.
Cheers
to that.
It's legal until it's illegal.
So we have to at some point here soon. So a lot of sports talk. There's a lot of sports things going on.
Oh man, I've been trying to get this sports episode done, and the issue that's happening is when I get talking about Jokic, I told y'all I kept a very big long receipt of a lot of things, and when I'm going through this read receipt, I kind of get a little bit too passionate and a little bit too into it. Yeah. So I've been trying to get out the aggression and all of the fucking I told you so and all the
So we'll have to do basketball, hockey, there's some football
we
stuff.
Fired Pete the Boar. We're announcing that shit here. Yeah. I'm excited. High fives all around.
I'll give you that. But
that guy is trash.
I feel like they fired the wrong guy.
I feel like they should have just cleaned the whole house, but
that's Matt's opinion too. I think they should have just promoted McPhee all the way up, get rid of everybody else, start clean. But hey, they needed a scapegoat. DeBoer did as well as he could with his staff, but he lives and dies by his man, and he's always had by his side. Spots his power play guy. If you're gonna die on a hill with your buddy, hey, shout out to you. You're gonna get hired, go somewhere else. But you know what? We need a new look for this team. We need a new voice.
Fuck you, we never liked you.
Need a facelift.
D-Rose always the one to criticize and be the first one to be like, I told you so. He didn't like the board. He doesn't like Leonard. He's gonna have
it's always been fuck the board, and it has been since that's not a 5-minute major.
Yes.
So ever since that moment forward, you bring in a fucking dumbass that had goalie controversy with a great team and couldn't fucking pull it out. What did we have? We had goalie controversy, and we ended up losing a future Hall of Famer and a GOAT, and the motherfucker got fired because he can't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
same record.
I agree.
It's a broken record. It's a broken cycle with this fucking guy, and everybody needs to realize that. It's funny because when he first joined the Sharks, he took him to the Stanley Cup, right? And then since then, he couldn't get out the first round of the playoffs. What happened with us? He made a deep playoff run his first year, and they can't make the playoffs. I mean, hey, you can say it's on injuries, but I started looking down the guy that is supposed to be the main captain.
All I say is McCrimmon has 1 year to turn the ship around. If he can't, then fucking clean house or promote McPhee and find a way to make this new coach work, because you got a small window. I don't think we have the luxury to wait 5 years to figure things out. Find a good guy that can come in there.
Quote unquote, our owner said this is the year that this coming year is the year he expected us to win a Stanley Cup.
So first 5 years. So I think the ideal amount for this team, you have 1 to 3 years. Make it work, go hard. If not, rebuild. See what we're at in 2 to 3 years after that point. So it is what it is. We'll go deeper into that issue in another episode, but. We wanted to have some good beers this episode, kind of get things kind of back rolling. I feel like it's a good spot. We went to a new event. We've been hanging at the shop.
We also celebrated Gabby's birthday this weekend.
Yes.
We did. This past weekend. So you got surprised. She thought it was all about Legos, and I said, surprise!
Yeah, we had some good beers there, too.
Shout out Jill, shout out to Mom, shout out to Auntie Grace, because y'all are the reason why that shit went through. I was just the distraction.
Yeah. Hey, it was a great party. It was a fun time to just hang out with everyone. Shared some great beers. We're going through quite a few. Sharing it with people that don't usually have craft beers, so they had some good ones. They enjoyed it.
And let me tell you, I've had them all hit me up asking where they can get some of that beer at. So I just gotta say, we had another successful go at it, boys.
Yep, always. Every time we get together with people, you know,
Well,
and it's to celebrate the person, but at the same time, you know, we gotta bring some craft beer and educate people and have a good time.
Got to.
It's our identity. We got to bring what we can to the
Hey,
table.
it's Brews with the
Fuck
Homies.
yeah.
We're always trying to get more homies involved,
Absolutely.
more people. So on that note, let's wrap it up, boys. Thank you guys for watching, listening. Check it all out. You know, always share your beers.
Don't forget to rate us. Don't forget to leave us a review. Don't forget to comment on the video below or on the comments below. Like, subscribe, share us to one of your friends. Tag us with what you're drinking at BrewsWithTheHomies. See you next time.
Cheers.
Later.